Now, after you run the system file checker, there is yet another command you can type in, which kind of does a similar scan, but a little bit in a different way, but it'll also do the same thing essentially, where it'll scan for corrupted files, try to replace them with Windows Update automatically. So again, you're going to want to open the command prompt and then type in the following command. I'll put these in the description so you can just copy and paste them, but it's dism.exe /online /cleanup-image /restore health. And again, you'll just run that, let it do its thing, and hopefully it will be able to repair any issues if it finds any at all. Now, one big thing to point out is after you run system file checker and then the dism command, let them both run through, you probably want to restart and then run system file checker again. And this is because both of the commands to do the scans may rely on files that the other one may have repaired. So if the system file checker was unable to repair something, then when you ran the dism, that might have actually fixed a file that will allow the system file checker to repair it the next time you run it. So that's why you want to run both and then run system file checker again, and then hopefully that will fix it if there is any lingering problems. And these are good commands to run every once in a while, even if your computer isn't having issues, because there might be some corrupted file that doesn't really make that big of a difference, but they start to add up over time, and then before you know it, you are having issues. So it's good to just kind of keep on top of these and run these scans to make it sure everything's always working well. All right, up next, we want to take advantage of Windows automated maintenance. Now, this is something Windows should run automatically really every day, but if it's not working correctly, then that could cause issues. So you can get to this by going to the Start menu and then typing in Control Panel and then going to System and Security, Security and Maintenance, and then go to the drop down next to Maintenance. Here you can check the last run date of the automated maintenance. So if it's been a while, you can go into the change maintenance settings and select a better time where the computer may actually be on. I believe even if it's set to 2 a.m. by default, then it'll probably just run the next time Windows starts up. But that may not be happening if you notice that it hasn't run in a while. So just set it to a time where you might not be using the computer, but it's still on. Or you can also click Start Maintenance and it will just do it immediately. And this just does some things like runs defragmentation on your hard drive if it's required, that sort of thing, just to keep things up and up. All right, now if you have tried pretty much every single thing to get your computer running faster and it still has not, there is pretty much one last nuclear option, which is the feature called Reset This PC. And if you don't know how to reformat a hard drive, which would really be the best ideal scenario, but it is pretty complicated, resetting the PC is the next best thing. And this will basically restore Windows to its kind of default state. It'll, I believe, uninstall all programs, reset all settings, stuff like that. But I believe it should keep your files intact. It's supposed to, but of course you always want to back up before doing something like this. So your library files will still be there, but programs may not. So you may as well consider this a method to basically reinstall Windows and kind of start from scratch. Now, before I tell you how to do this, be sure to stick around the rest of the video because I am going to talk about some more obvious things that you should definitely do before even resorting to this, but I didn't want to mention them first because they're kind of obvious, but still you should try them before doing this. But if you do need to, here's what you do. You go to Settings, and then Update and Security, and then go to Recovery, and then you'll have the option to reset this PC, and it'll kind of walk you through it, tell it how it works. But again, do this as like a